Let's talk communication. My name's Greg, and you're watching How to Play Paintball. All right. Hey guys, Future Greg here. Before we get started with the video, I wanted to give a shout out to this video's sponsor. So that's gonna be AHS Income Tax Services. So I know that seems kind of weird, but the reason why they're sponsoring this is that it's actually an old friend of mine, David, that is one of the accountants there, and he and I go back to, I think it was in college. That's where we started playing paintball together. So it's just one of those things that, hey, there's a lot of really cool people in the industry, and there's a lot of weird connections you can make, and David is one of those. So what he wanted to do was tell all of you that since tax time is coming up, hit him up. I'm going to put David's email down here so that way you can get a hold of him. And he's going to be giving special offers just for paintball players. So make sure that you say, hey, I heard about you from Greg at How to Play Paintball, and you'll get hooked up. So thank you to AHS Income Tax Services, specifically to David. And yeah, let's get on with the video. All right, guys. So this is something that actually at a recent practice I told a player about, and I thought it'd be something that would be really good to bring up to you all as well. And that is the difference between communicating and talking. I know Jason Edwards put up a thing about this on the Bunker Kings vlog that they do. And it is something that's incredibly important. What I wanted to do was break it down in a way that's going to help you out on the field, because it does make a difference. You can be a not great gun battler and still beat a great team. If I can outsmart someone, I'm gonna be able to beat them. It doesn't matter how quick they are. If I can outsmart them, I'm gonna be able to beat them. And that comes with communication. You'll see some of these guys that maybe aren't the most athletic, but are amazing professional paintball players. A lot of that's gonna come from them just trying to get their players up the field, trying to get them talking, putting their paint in the right spot, all of those things. So let's say I'm playing behind another player, and I'm trying to, obviously we're trying to win the game, right? We're trying to win the match, trying to make sure that we're putting ourselves in good positions, so that way we're able to go and win the game, go and win the tournament. If I'm playing behind someone, my job is to make sure that my front player stays alive. Now, there's always a caveat with paintball, because there are gonna be times that maybe I can go make a move. If that's the case and the roles switch, now my job is to go and attack. But that's a different thing that we can talk about in another video. What I'm talking about is that guy that's in the 2 or the 3 spot. So if I'm in this tower and I'm protecting my Dorito player, one, I need to make sure that I know where everyone is on the field. So I need to be talking to my snake side, maybe someone in the center, and also talking to my Dorito player of where is it that everyone is at. Once I know where all 5 bodies are, then we can start to figure out, all right, how do we break whatever cross it is that they have, maybe break the position it is that they're actually in. So if I'm in this bunker, and I hope that the sun isn't too bad, what I'm gonna be looking for is where is it that I'm gonna be stopping movement, or making sure that at least I see the move. This is something that some players feel that they need to shoot every single person on the field. And yeah, it's great to go and shoot everyone on the field. It's fun. We like playing paintball. We like to go and shoot someone. But it's also really important to make sure that you know that they moved. Maybe a guy moves into this wing here and no one knows until he wraps and shoots a bunch of people. Well, I'd rather it be that I see him go in and know that's where the guy is. We can contain him. I can tell my snake players, hey, tuck in, this guy's in the 50 wing. Or tell my Dorito player, hey, there's someone right in front of you. Or maybe I need to tuck in and start shooting over at where I think it is that they're gonna be coming out from. So these are all things that are gonna be going through my mind of what is it that I need to do. So if I'm in this position, I'm gonna be talking, like I said, to my Dorito player. I'm shooting probably into that gap, or if they haven't gone wide yet, shooting into the gap that's over here. So that way I can see movement of where it is if they're trying to fill out. The other thing with communication is telling them, this is what I'm doing. Hey, I'm shooting this Dorito gap. I'm shooting past the Dorito 1, or whatever bunker it is that you're calling the Dorito, or whatever bunker it is on the field. If I'm telling my team, this is what I'm doing, I also want to ask, what is it that you're doing? We need to make sure that all of our zones are covered. Where is it that we know I'm able to see everyone on the field? So if I'm looking at the D side, I need to make sure someone's looking at the snake side, so that way we know where is it that people are at. The other thing, and this is what I was telling that other player, if I'm behind someone, I'm in the role of protecting, but also helping to quarterback that player. Especially in the snake or really any front position, they're usually going to be down more. There's a lot more paint pushing them in, so they're not really going to be able to maybe talk as much, know as much of what's going on. But that doesn't stop them from talking. So let's say that I had someone in the Dorito over here and I'm trying to get them to the wing. Well, one thing is that it's important to know the field layout, but if I'm shooting and I know maybe no one's gone wide, I can tell that player no one is wider than that Dorito. The other thing is ask your front player, what is it that's holding you in? Sometimes people can get tunnel vision of, oh, I need to shoot this guy or I need to shoot this, instead of talking and communicating with their teammates. So maybe it's this same tower and all I need to do is stop shooting this for a second and shoot into that other tower. Maybe he's hanging out a little bit trying to get a shot on my player. If I can clip his hopper, one, I already got that kill, and now that means that my front player is able to wrap and get up the field more. This all goes for the snake side as well. Especially snake, you have a lot more stuff that's covering you for the most part, that you can get on your gut and just crawl all the way down as far as you can and shoot more people. So the 2 and 3 positions are ones that, or you could say mid and back positions, are ones that don't get a lot of glory because they're not usually the ones that are running down and shooting people. But without this player, it's kind of like linebackers in football. They don't really get any glory because they're just protecting the quarterback. But without them, that guy can't do a huge bomb of a throw to throw it down to the wide receiver to go and get a touchdown. If it wasn't for them and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to, then they wouldn't be able to make those plays. And the same thing happens in paintball here. So before we end off the video, I wanted to mention about telling players when someone else is rapping on you. Sometimes they're going to be playing the outside of the bunker to go and shoot to try to wrap and then dive into the next bunker. You can catch players when they're doing that. Maybe they're really trying to focus in on shooting you and they forget that someone else can shoot them this way. This is something that if a player doesn't know where everyone is at and they're just trying to go and wrap and shoot, you can catch them off guard, eliminate that player, and get an easy elimination that way. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this is something that helps you all out and is something that I hope that you guys can incorporate. It's really important, again, to not just talk, but communicate. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.
Go, 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 go.